Heyo everyone, Unfit Chaos here, and I have something to announce. As some of you know, for the few weeks now, I have mentioned a project that I'm working on, and it is now live and active. I've actually started a podcast with a close friend of mine, Andrew, and it is called Anime Digression. In this, we go into a deep dive for about an hour to an hour and a half into an anime series every episode. From that, we laugh, rant, and ultimately digress about these various series, and it's always a lot of fun. If you are interested in anime and that's something that piques your interest, please check it out. It's up on the Anime Digression YouTube channel, as well as various places that you can get podcasts. Links in the description down below. To kind of give you an idea, after this, I do have a few clips that I've added, so you can get an idea for what it's like. This first one is all about Spirit Chronicles, so that's what the clips are from. With that, I hope you will enjoy it. If you do, share it with friends and family, and until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield. Hello, podcast listeners and anime fans. I'm Torn.
And I'm Andrew.
And welcome to the first episode of Anime Digression. For this episode, we will be digressing about Seirei Gensoki, aka Spirit Chronicles. And yes, I'm sorry, I probably butchered saying that. I'm a guy from the country in the US. Not going to do good with the Japanese. I'm sorry about that. With that out of the way and that digression, Andrew, what did you think of Spirit Chronicles? Did you have a slogan for it?
I said it's a show about a 7-year-old who inherits the memories of an 18-year-old, and this doesn't help him at all.
This show is built in a world that appears like a bottomless ocean that has an edgelord protagonist that only dips his toe in. This is a spoiler cast podcast, so if you want to watch it and you don't want anything spoiled, and there is, I'd say, stuff to spoil. Does this isekai matter in this anime? Like, at least this first season?
No, it doesn't, because everything appears to be Ryo's perspective. He just inherits the memories and goes, wow, that was weird. I'll figure that out later.
Yeah,
and then never does.
Well, and that's
until he gets to the end, to a later scene and goes, I've been acting too much like Haruto, and I didn't really see him doing that, but I guess he thinks he did.
This is the part that bugs me. This really cool part about the isekai, which is he is building them a water wheel and teaching them how to make rice patties, and they gloss over it. It's like, Where did he learn about water wheels and rice patties? I guarantee you it's the fact he was isekai'd from Japan. So why do they just gloss over this? Like, it's showing how his knowledge of being Amakawa comes into play in this other world. And all they do is show him like making the design, showing them about his water wheel, and then like teaching them how to plant rice. It's like, this is part of that world building where it's like, this would be really cool, and it's reserved to a few minute montage. So what do you think of the magic system?
You know what? I really hate enchant physical ability.
Just say it once.
I went to bed after rewatching this, and I had nightmares about people chanting that.
Yeah, just say it once, then just show us the rune. Don't say it every time. We don't need to hear it every time. Just do it once.
In triplicate, when like all the soldiers are saying it.
Why? It's just not necessary. It makes it annoying. It's just show them glowing or show the freaking thing go over them, and we get it. We know what they're doing. You don't need to like actually have it say it every time. I was gonna say it bugs me because they never resolve it.
It's never resolved.
Yeah.
He just constantly bullied for 5 years. He just kind of ignores it. He's completely stoic about the whole thing. Nobody thought, hey, this 7-year-old child is gonna get bullied for being a slum kid. So how about we play it off like, because obviously some random kid in the background was like, I heard he saved the princess. They don't announce him as like the hero of the kingdom or the princess's knight or something like fancy.
Yeah, I mean, that's
That would like be like, oh, he has a reason why he's here. And they're like, nah, the king's crazy. He just
well,
let this slum
yeah.
child join.
Stuart's dad, the Duke, sent an assassin after him. Like,
Also, nobody thinks he's alive necessarily. Like he falls off a cliff and then just disappears and like walks away and nobody sees him. And they're like, well, he's probably dead. But let's send an assassin after him anyway.
well, but the thing that I also don't get is if you think he's probably dead, why label him a fugitive? Like, wouldn't you just say, "Whoop, this guy apparently tried to kill the princess, but he's dead, so whatever, leave it at that." Like, why would you brand him as a fugitive at that point? I think they do know that he's alive, but they're hoping he's dead. I think they actually know he's alive. And getting into the labeling him a fugitive, in what country that exists?
Like 12-year-old as fugitive?
No, not even that. In what country that exists do you go against the will and thought of the princess publicly? Right. Like, the princess supports him and believes he's fine. Well, we don't care. We're going to label him a fugitive. Well, she's the princess. He's the bad guy. He's the antagonist.
Okay. The very obvious bad guy.
That not in the season one. He's not the antagonist in season one. In season one, he's the guy that like is interested in Rio, and like Rio gets in his way accidentally all the time.
Yeah, but he's very obviously just evil.
Yeah, he's obviously the end game big bad guy. One of them at least.
Supports him. Yeah. He's obviously a villain.
They should have had him sick the Minotaur on him and Rio save them using spirit arts. Like, show how powerful he is. Have all the kids try to fight the Minotaur, fail, like they're getting beaten up or whatever. Mm-hmm. Rio just one-shots the Minotaur, like just wrecks it. And then like these kids have to acknowledge like the dude is good. Then,
and for some reason spent 5 years not using any magic.
That's it. 2 episodes to cover 5 years, and you only get 2 episodes to develop the entire relationship between Celia and Rio.
And Rio is entirely just polite the entire time. And the rest of the show, you're watching Celia pine over him, over this letter that he sent her once in 3 years.
And I do not believe it. That's the part of the book. I do not believe, like, I mean, obviously through my mind, understanding what they're trying to accomplish, I believe it. But I do not believe it emotionally that they like each other, because you gave me 2 episodes, not even 2 episodes about the two of them, 2 episodes of him in school to try and believe that they ended up liking each other. Who in their right mind travels by running? Like in episode 4, when he leaves, he runs.
He Naruto jumps through the woods. And also he gets to the next kingdom in 3 days.
Yeah. It's like, why?
And nobody questions. He sends that letter to Celia and she's like, wow, he did that really quickly.
Yeah, it's like, who runs when you travel? There's no reason. It's not like he's trying to get somewhere quickly. It's not like he has to get to Yagumo right away. Like,
no.
Why would he be running? I don't get it. The only thing hinting to that is the thing we should have talked about, which was him beating up the almost fist. What the hell is that?
He had a flashback, though. That's why he had to beat that guy in the face.
He said it's the second time. It's only the second person that he's wanted to actually kill. Yes, he specifically says, like, this is the second person I've wanted to kill. I get, but no, it doesn't make sense to me, because I guess we're supposed to assume that when was his name, Lucien or whatever, we're supposed to assume that
he does have a really punchable face, but
he does. He definitely has one. Lucius. So do we have to assume that Lucius didn't just kill his mom? Did Lucius? But anyway, thank you all so much for listening on to us. Like I said, reach out to us, let us know, and I guess hopefully we'll see you all at the next one. So bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.